Welcome to Eye of the Titan. I'm going to be trying to solo this one on R4. I'm not sure if I've tried to solo this one before. I think I have, but I didn't make any notes of it if I did. I almost included this one in the Life 15 series, but I decided to do Mining for Ancient Secrets instead. You know, the Life 15 series was about doing a selection of videos of quests where I do the quest a little bit differently now in Reaper mode. And I was going to include this one, decided for the other, but for the same reason, which is that in here, in Reaper mode, I just insta-kill everything with Finger of Death. So as I talked before, you know, with Reaper mode, I love Finger of Death for these last few heroic levels on a druid. You're not going to get any mileage out of it in epics, but it can be really nice to take out some stubborn champions or other higher hit point mobs in upper heroics in Reaper mode. Prior to Reaper mode, I would always advise just to stay away from Finger of Death on a druid because we could DPS mobs with our SLAs just fine for a lot cheaper without having to invest in, you know, necromancy focus or spell penetration. But yeah, I'm loving Finger of Death now. So just going to be insta-killing most stuff in here. There are some mobs that my DC isn't quite high enough to get them reliably. There's the Dream Reavers or Renders. So I'm level 19. And this will be the first life in which I only get one Reaper point. I'm really close to 48, you know, 14,000 to go, but I probably won't quite get that. I probably only have about 8,000 Reaper XP left this life. I did a lot of Night Rebels, and so that set me behind. Right now, this life, I'm at about 133,000 Reaper XP, and so probably we'll get about 140 for this life. But yeah, first life with only getting one Reaper point. This is where things are here. No different than my last video. We'll take a look at the enhancements quickly. My usual setup. I did pick up Autumnal Susurrus. My usual setup in Seasons Herald. This is one I like to pick, but I think I had cut this one out when I was doing the Deep Gnome because, well, you know, if I'm tight on action points, this is one that gets cut. But this is pretty cool. This is, let's see, your acid, negative, and electric spells have a 40% chance of applying the shaken condition to their target, which applies a -2 penalty to saves, attack rolls, and skill checks. So basically what that's about is reducing mob saves against my Earthquake, and Earthquake counts as an acid spell. This is a Storm of Vengeance. But, so it's nice, but it's definitely not a critical enhancement. And then I've just picked up some hit points and a point of energy resistance here. Nothing's changed on the Aasimar side. Nothing's changed on the gear side. Got all my gear posted in my build post. It's a nice spreadsheet of what I use at every level for heroics. Alright, let's do it. I already did this one earlier this evening, or I guess this morning. Once again, it's early morning when I often do these videos. And we'll pull out the girlfriend to top off. I am wearing a +4 necro item. And I just find Finger of Death to be a more efficient use of my mana than to try to DPS these mobs down in Reaper mode, at least on once you start getting up closer to mid skulls. Doing lower skulls, your DPS spells may be more efficient. I mean, if you're just doing like 1 or 2 skulls, your Call Lightning can still be really devastating. But here, I just hit for 210. Gotta make sure not to hit this guy with fire damage because it'll just heal him. Oh, and it's my little fire shield proc that's healing him right now. Off my Cloak of Flames. This quest advances in stages, you know, so like right here I've got all the time in the world. Nothing's going to attack me until I go down here. So I can heal up, or I would have been smarter to top off with my girlfriend at that point. But we'll get her again in 5 minutes. I think these mobs can be blinded. That'll be a little help. Yep. So that's 44 DC, I think, 46. So you see, they're making some saves. I'm nowhere near no fail, but with some patience. Like I said, it's an efficient use of the mana. Still got a minute left on the girlfriend. This quest still bugs out. You know, I was looking on my channel. I haven't done a video of this one since when I did it in the favorite Soul True First Life series. That was a few years ago. This quest still bugs out, so you want to make sure that you don't get ahead of the Titan. You don't aggro the mobs that he's supposed to be aggroing on. Especially when you get into the big cave. That's where this quest will really bug out. If the Titan doesn't properly aggro on the Storm Reaver, and you can't, you know, jump start that aggro by trying to, you know, either pull the Storm Reaver to him or pulling the Titan back. I can't remember the little tricks. It's been a while since I had it bug out. But, you know, once in a while you're in here in a group and some noob runs in there and screws it up, even though you told him not to. In addition to, you know, just insta-killing everything with Finger of Death, I also tend to just like to fight right here, as opposed to going in there by the steps, just letting things come over to me. I don't know that it makes a whole lot of a difference, but you know, it might keep some mobs from aggroing on you as quickly. Let's go ahead and top off while they're doing their thing. Waiting for the Titan's memory to finish up. So here I am just about to finish the first life of the Aasimar Project, and I still haven't made the trailer yet. I've started making it. Got the song picked out and edited, got some clips, but I still need to get some more clips in there and still have a lot of work to do on it. And I still haven't decided what I'm going to do for my next lives, if I'm just going to do, you know, the druid or do something different. Dream crawlers, no problem to finger. So here you just got 25 mobs you gotta kill. Gotta make the mana last that long, then we get a shrine. Earthquake works well. Lost soul, yoink. Patience can go a long way in being successful in Reaper mode. If you're trying to zerg, if you're trying to rush, that can really screw things up. See these Dream Reavers, I rarely get them with my finger, so I'll have to DPS them down. Hit them with Creeping Cold, Greater Creeping Cold, and the Cold Spray to make those do a little bit more damage. I feel like I'm getting an unusually high number of the Dream Crawlers and less of the... That was weird. I have no idea. That must have been like a mass frog proc or something off of Colors of the Queen, because that was not me fingering those. Here's some Dream Scourges. Cold Spray, Creeping Cold, Greater Creeping Cold. We'll see how much damage that does. Oh, it's not taking him down very much. Oh, here's all the Dream Reavers now. Well, I guess we'll just let the AoEs chew them down. Supplement that with the single target SLAs. Make sure we blind them. Oh, I'd love to finger this Markalaw. Oh, but he's got Death Ward. This is funny. I'm getting all the Dream Reavers now, so I'm stuck right now. Switch to Winterwolf form, Snow Slide out. You can Snow Slide through mobs, so it's a great way to get out if you're stuck like that. Back to Water Ellie, put on the Mantle, some more Earthquakes. This is ugly. 11 mobs left. One finger off there. Well, they're all blinded, so they're not much of a threat, but I am running low on resources. I got 10 mobs left, so there's 7 of them here. I've got my Bobble. Probably pull on my girlfriend again. girlfriend is ready. So let's do this. We'll pop her over here. Set her to passive, park her so she doesn't come running over. And while the SLAs are on coming off cooldown, throw a couple DVs from her, back to the SLAs. A few more DVs. And she's out. And I'm about out. Let's get rid of some of these ones that are pretty low. Manageable. Maybe I should have just tried to finger them instead. Left, and I got 5 here. Maybe I can put on the torque there, since I'm not fingering these guys. That might proc some mana. Scourges. saving against my finger. See if one more round with the girlfriend can make a difference. She's out. This is my last mob. That was ridiculous. That's me not wanting to drink pots. Well, I made it kind of long, but I got all my pots. What I should have done is not dismissed her and just come over here and have her rest. Use the shrine, and then she could have given me another round of DVs. Oh well. Well, maybe I will just try fingering these guys. There's one. Carnage Reaper. So here, to avoid the mobs that spawn in the end fight, we're just gonna run up there to get his dialogue started. Then come back here, staying out of there. Like I said, avoiding the trash mobs that'll spawn there. There will be trash mobs that spawn back here. This guy is particularly dangerous because he's gonna drain charisma, making me helpless. So I gotta keep regenerate up on myself. If I let regenerate go down even for a second, he could make me helpless. In fact, that's what happened to me a couple times when I was in the group earlier. And that's very mana intensive to keep regenerate up. I don't even have this single target, so I've got to do the mass. Ooh, he's only at half, and I only have 500 mana left. See, that's what happens. See, my regenerate just ran out, and I went to recast it, and he got me before I could recast it. It's terrible. So now I have to dance around like a jackass, and hoping that, there we go, that I can restore a point to at least get a heal scroll off. Be tight. A 1,000 hit points, 500. Whoo! 51 mana to spare, and I did use my bobble on Famine Reaper. Come on, seriously? That is a joke. Famine Reaper on SLA has got to put on the Pale Lavender. He's really not scary when you have your Pale Lavender on. Alright, no problem with the SLAs and the Pale Lavender. Nose Echo is in here, Dweller. Well, okay, thanks for watching this ridiculous video. This is the final video of Life 1 of the Aasimar Project. We'll see what happens next life.